apparently not.
You must be the amazing Alonso.
Sir, if you want to book a show, unfortunately that is not possible. All of my props have been confiscated until further notice. And if you're here to ask me about those burglaries, I have nothing to add to what I've already told the police. It wasn't me.
That's 100% a woman, isn't it? Smooth. No, yeah, okay. Yep. Fake mustache. Flawless facial skin. Feminine hands. Being a woman is not a crime. Well, yes. Yes, true. I can't deduce by the thin fingers, but the mustache clearly gives her away. Well, the voice clearly gave her away to begin with, and also a pretty feminine appearance apart from that. I imagine it's difficult to be a female illusionist in the 19th century. I can't blame her for trying to build a career. Cross-dressing is not a crime, and I have no solid evidence to prove that the amazing Alonso is behind those robberies. I would rather listen to her story first. Or long thin fingers, a bound chest, that's all the evidence required to realize that the amazing Alonso is a woman cross-dressing as a man. The trail of clues led me to her, and I do not believe in coincidences. I wonder if her sex is the only secret she keeps, or if her disguise is just the tip of the iceberg. Well, she's certainly suspicious, whether she's the thief herself. I wouldn't be so sure about that. I would rather listen to her story first. The thing is, there's no conceivable way. Well, I unfortunately don't really know how Vincent looks like. But I was gonna say, there's no conceivable way she could cross-dress as Vincent, because she's like 1 meter 50 tall, it feels like. Surely, like, the guy would notice, but then again, I wouldn't put it past him to not notice. Anyway, I'll go with that.
I am investigating the burglaries in Grand Sarre. The clues led me here, and what a coincidence that you are here also. Except that I don't believe in coincidences.
Believe what you like, sir. I don't know about your clues, but I'm here seeking answers the same as you. The person behind this knows my tricks well. So well that it's uncanny. The thing is, I used to practice here back when the atelier was in
she's not as
business.
small as she
Some of my
first
props
looked.
are still in the basement. And the answers are too, I think.
What are you waiting for then?
Look around you. This neighborhood is a criminal's paradise. The building is overrun by bandits. What should I tell them? Don't mind me, fellas, I'll be in and out.
Let me compliment you on your disguise, especially the mustache.
Thank you kindly.
Her
I
proportions
wouldn't
are so
call it a
weird.
disguise, though.
I think it's her head
Alonso
that's
is my
super
stage
small.
persona. But the moustache is indeed fake, guilty as charged. Mine is a slow grower.
Miss, please, I can see that you're a woman.
Very well, I am a woman. So what? I've learned all my own tricks. I want to be taken seriously, rather than as someone's jumped-up assistant. Do you really think that if I didn't put on this act, I'd bask in the glory of being the world's first female magician?
Actually, that sounds quite plausible.
Huh, that's easy for you to say. Sometimes, if we want to be true to ourselves, we have to pretend to be someone else. My friend told me this once, and I think that he's right.
It strikes me as rather dubious reasoning. Who is this friend of yours?
A close friend, who recently arrived from France. Let's leave it at that. You may have exposed me, but I simply don't see how my personal life is relevant.
Fine. I'll go inside and see if I can find something. Don't go anywhere.
All right. Oh, great. Should have expected that.
I'm coming for you.
Ow.
Eat lead.
I'd rather
Too
not,
simple.
thank you. There we go.
Take a rest, my friend.
The snuff's ready. We can overcome...
I was a bit
Too simple.
close, more close combat than I would have wanted.
Give him the pepper snuff.
I missed.
I couldn't miss the party.
Take a rest, my friend.
The snuff's ready.
Ow. Oops. X is what I wanted to press. Suddenly
No more crime
teleports
for
behind
you
him.
until next month.
Ow. He has so much armor. I'll focus on you first.
Dodge this!
Ow.
Time to...
Okay.
I'm coming for you.
You can come for me all you want.
Don't bother moving. You've lost.
Give him the pepper snuff.
Yeah.
We can overcome the brute now.
There we go.
Take a rest, my...
The snuff's ready.
Yeah, reload. Ow. Just
I'm
you
coming
go
for
down
you.
for now. Ow. I always forget during these that I can run.
Take a rest, my friend.
Give him the pepper snuff. No, you
Oh.
killed him.
Well, what's the last one? Someone had to go down. Okay. What have we got here? Go further down. That's nice. Oh, what are you doing inside
So
of it,
little
John?
light for these little fellas.
There's some oranges that have seen better days.
The same oranges as we saw at Lane's house. Timed to perfection.
Not the saw? No, lock.
The saw was tested on different materials, most meticulous.
Hmm.
These must be the diagrams of all the magic tricks in the amazing Alonso's arsenal.
You're getting warmer, Mr. Sholmes.
Right.
Warmer still. Join me at the fireplace.
Okay.
Cordona cypresses and a bonus wallpaper roll.
What?
Warmer still. Join me at the fireplace.
Okay. There's a letter. Letter to Sherlock Holmes. Dear Sherlock Holmes, I trust it is you who are reading this. Clearly no one else would have half the wit to follow the clues. The police are incompetent most everywhere, but here they are exceptionally pathetic. So imagine my surprise when I learned of you. A diamond in a dung heap. Finally a worthy opponent. You see, stealing is a kind of magic. Every magician relies on his repertoire of tricks to deceive his audience. Alonso is a good magician. but she's not the best. I am. Her real name is Melinda, by the way. Like everything else on this island, our amourette began to bore me. So I decided to play one last joke before I left. And if you're reading this, the effort was not entirely wasted. I must admit I have a soft spot for orphans, so I leave you the painting. May it go to a good cause. Au revoir, Monsieur Sholmes. I hope our paths cross again. Arsène Lupin. Okay. The master thief. Right.
Dr. Claw has escaped, Inspector.
There. Alright, nothing else for us to look here. Well, it did say all evidence collected, so we can just leave. This door? That feels like the entrance, yeah.
So, what did you find?
Yeah, you should tell her the truth.
You won't like what I have to say, but you deserve to know. Your French friend, Arsène Lupin, used this place as a hideout.
No, that can't be true. He's staying at Il Palazzo del Luce. He's there at this minute. But how do you know his name?
It is my business to know things, miss. He is the thief. This was all some twisted joke to him.
No, this is just... This can't. He was the only one who understood me. He said that he loved me.
I don't believe that you'll ever see him again. He has slipped away from the island.
Good riddance to him, then. All men are the same, aren't they? They come and go, leaving nothing behind but lies.
Well, he also left the stolen painting.
Now we're returning it to Sir Finlay. I don't see any reason why she should have it. And Finlay is right. Even if his intentions, what he wants to do with the money, aren't necessarily potentially the great... I mean, to be fair to him, he's never said that the orphans will work full-time. Maybe he does intend to make them learn a trade one day a week. In which case, it's fine. And really, no, there is no reason she should have it.
It would be best if you return the painting to its rightful owner, Sir Finlay Lane. You will clear your name, and he will build his orphanage.
You are right. I will do that. I never asked your name.
It's Holmes. Sherlock Holmes.
I am Melinda Teller. Thank you, Mr. Holmes.
You're welcome, Miss Teller. Good luck.
Is that a reference to... what is his name? I know his name is Teller, but what's his first name? Like, Penn and Teller, you know, but... I don't, like... Actually, structurally is the wrong word. Proportion-wise, she looks a bit like Teller from the frame and stuff like that. Alright. What am I even doing? I solved the case, haven't I? So, I guess to the next one we go. Or is there something interesting here? You know what? Why not? On the top, yeah, first in a chain of riddles, sure. Leading to the Silverhand's lost treasure. Stand where Eurus Road and Crooked Street meet. Okay. Old city it was. So I assume that is also in there. Eurus Road and Crooked Street. Yeah. Okay, down here.
Not bad.
Then, no, wrong direction entirely. Up here. This is the junction in question, isn't it? Yes. And then a few steps toward the mosque left at the first stairs. Here. And find the courtyard. And the wishing well. Yep. A stash. The second riddle. You're almost there, let's not postpone. You're seeking an ark that's made of stone. Head east from the old ruins, my friend. It guards the ancients until the end.
So the treasure is real, but tell me, John, how did you even guess there would be something on top of the monument?
Didn't I ever tell you about my psychic abilities? I should have. I even know where we ought to go next.
The old ruins. Where were the old ruins? Weren't the old ruins like here? But they're no longer on the map. Seems, or are there other old ruins? There's the old ruins. Okay. Interesting. Oh, is that where the duel has taken place? The blind dueling club? Perhaps. Head east from the old ruins. You're seeking an ark that's made of stone. Alright. Would it? Oh. This? That is an ark that's made of stone. Where exactly am I looking? Oh. Wait, no, is it here? Where exactly? I found the right place. Oh, there you, John. There you are. Oh, there it is. Movable. Is it? It's pretty big. The last riddle. With old ruins beneath its feet, find a tree that treasures keep. You may find only one small detail, but that doesn't mean that you have failed.
I always admire the way you notice such details.
In such moments, I often recall Mother's voice teaching us of the importance of the smaller details. The world hangs on small hinges, John.
Even the most chaotic miracle becomes sequential when you take a closer look. I remember.
Okay, so I assume we're looking, because it says with old ruins beneath its feet, find a tree that treasures keep. Beneath its feet might potentially mean, wait, there's no other old ruins, are there? I wouldn't imagine. That would be kind of mean that we'd have to be up there somewhere. But actually, let's go back to the old ruins. Because there was that platform from which, was it Magda who shot her husband? Her brother, sorry? From up there, potentially. I mean, unlikely. Here? That's a tree. Not the tree, I suppose. There are trees up there too, but I don't think you can go there. There wouldn't be any of these trees over here. No. What is? No. Those don't necessarily make much sense. So... I suppose we'll go back up there. After Sherlock's done falling 10 centimeters at a time. Okay, this one apparently. I'll take it. Oh, okay.
Wait, what? Is this Mother's magnifying glass? How did it end up here? What happened?
You
Sherry,
wrote those
you
riddles
really
to
need
yourself.
to learn to let miracles happen. The whole world is one big, unresolved, chaotic miracle.
But they will become sequential if you take a closer look. I do remember what Mother told us, but that explains nothing.
Just let things happen, all right? Besides, this little miracle will look perfect in our manor, don't you think?
Alright, Violet Holmes's magnifying glass. I suppose the thing that would make sense is that Sherlock wrote those riddles to himself, then forgot about them, and that's why John remembered them being there. Because obviously that's the only way he would remember being in Sherlock's unconscious or subconscious. There anything? Are there any more? Because I think we have a bit of money again. So there's some more stuff at some of the furniture traders. We can see if we can buy something. I'll check them out quickly.
Simply the best garments on the island.
Landscapes and... Sorry, I have
Okay.
nothing to offer you at present. Garden statue... Sorry, I
Okay.
have nothing to offer.
That's fine. There's other furniture traders. There's one right here, for example. It might literally be that we've bought out everything. But I can't know unless I check, can I? Unfortunately, it'd be nice if I could know. Or was it...
Nice affordable
Don't miss...
clothes.
I'm afraid I...
It might have been the case where there would be an exclamation mark if I could buy something new from them. Actually, that might be true. Sheep and... Yeah, I think I've bought everything, to be honest. So I guess we're going to Stonewood Manor. And let's continue A Mother's Love. What was that about again? Hidden treasure somewhere in our room, right? A wooden handle and a fractured memory. Right, let's go back in.
I remember returning home with a pair of perfect sticks. We wanted to turn them into training swords.
Oh, that's right. We stood there, frozen, staring at something huge in the main hall.
Female fishtail mysterious.
It was a giant aquarium with a living mermaid in it.
Impossible, it must have been something else.
Dry skeleton rock.
Oh, of course, that mortifying hoax presently taking up space in our
Right.
front yard.
Well, fine. Your memory's better than mine. But I'm sure we started examining it immediately. And someone else was around too.
Family member female.
It was my mother. She asked what I thought of the artifact.
You were really concentrating and holding something in your hand.
The magnifying
I inspected
glass.
it with a magnifying glass and was able to confirm it was made of two different skeletons. The mermaid was a fake.
And so it was time to smash the thing. Your mother took a hammer and...
Slow down, John. That's not how it happened. I remember other people joined us.
Workers.
The workers took the artifact and placed it into the cabinet of curiosities. It became part of Mother's collection of fakes. She always said that the truth lies in the details. This mermaid helped me to learn that.
Alright. Now where does John want me to go? That...
I remember how angry Mycroft was about these marks. He called it a frivolous, childish endeavor.
Probably looked at these before. Right.
This portrait was painted sometime before my father's death. I would guess it's the only depiction of him that remains.
Which room? This What is that?
I hope Wooden Joe won't object to a new friend.
Okay. This room?
I can sense an incoming memory, Sherry.
No, that's
Do
our
you?
room. Bedroom redux.
The first chemical laboratory I ever made. I almost miss its elegant simplicity.
Do you, John?
I will need a proper outfit to match this.
Coal dust from Miner's End,
Yeah, we looked at
sandy
that
dirt
before.
from the old city. We scoured the island top to bottom for these soil samples.
There are a couple things that are new in here.
I'm looking forward to learning to play it. As soon as I have some free time. I'm looking forward to learning. The most important thing is not to taste it.
There you go. That's it. I looked at that. Yes, I have.
A magnificent tool made for a spurious purpose, staring
You
into
do
the
miss
sky.
her.
I've definitely found it. I do.
Yes.
One of your early sketches of me. And a rather unflattering one at that. Just look at my nose.
Yeah, I haven't looked at that apparently either.
One of John's first pictures. I think this was supposed to be Mycroft. He really has improved his skills since then. This brings back memories. We used this old diary to keep track of our adventures. I think it was my father's. John, do you think we can visit some of the places mentioned in the diary for old time's sake?
Why not? Nothing like a stroll down memory lane. Note down the places you'd like to visit, and I'll add what I remember of them.
Alright. We'll get to that eventually, but I think I have now looked at everything new in here. Still no place in particular to use that key. So we'll move on. The question is, which room is it? Is it downstairs? It's not. Wait, it is
yes,
this one, yeah.
my mother's studio. She was an authenticator, and this was her cabinet of curiosities.
I never saw the point. What does it matter if some artifact is real or not? It still exists.
Oh, cozy blanket.
I remember this cozy blanket. It was perfect for...
Wigwam! Oh, that was a joy to build them. Imagining ourselves as wayfarers on the other side of the world.
Oh, a letter? Letter from the judge. Dear Mr. Holmes, please accept my deepest gratitude for your recent help with that personal matter. I shudder to think what may have happened were it not for your keen eye and sharp mind. Rest assured, should our paths cross once again, you will be greeted by a grateful friend. His Honor Judge MacDougall.
So many calling cards. Mycroft liked to keep useful people at hand.
What does that say?
Reliable and driven.
Oh.
I recognize Mycroft's handwriting. Officer Luciano J. Placido.
Okay. That's weird movement. We can only move up or down. Oh, that's why.
This drawer was always closed. Only Mycroft knew how to open it.
I remember we tried to break it open and spy on him, but alas, had no success. Maybe today's the day. Ah, Sherry.
And this too.
Carefully opened. Dated 24th of April, 1869.
Mr. Mycroft Holmes, the Cordona City Hall writes to inform you that the trial of Dr. Otto Richter in the death of Mrs. Violet Holmes has been assigned to His Honor Judge MacDougall. Your application for a closed hearing has been granted. You are hereby informed that the prosecution has called you as a primary witness in the trial of Dr. Richter. You must present yourself at the Criminal Court of Cordona on the dates listed over leaf. Okay. I don't suppose that this fits in here, would it? Oh, okay. Memories in the manor. Now that the Cabinet of Curiosity is open, I can proceed with my investigations. Okay. Letter from the judge, the court summons. And John asked if we can unlock Miss Mycroft's drawer in the Cabinet of Curiosities. Okay, I suppose I should go with that for now.
Look, it's Roger. This jolly old man's well preserved. Even looks refreshed.
I doubt he drew much interest at the auction.
That's for the best. I'd be upset if he fell into the wrong hands.
The so-called mummy of a Persian princess. The defrauders did good work, but missed one small detail. It's the mummy of a man.
Not the smallest detail, is it?
And this one was brought from a German museum. They claimed it belonged to Vikings. Nonsense, of course. Vikings never had horns on their helmets.
A torn diploma. A torn diploma found in the Cabinet of Curiosities. Someone deliberately ripped it into several pieces. Reassembled and translated, the diploma reads, "On behalf of the Board of the University of Geneva, Switzerland, we, rectors of the university, noting that Mr. Otto Richter has undergone the tests required by the laws and regulations, confer on him the degree of Doctor of Medicine with the rights and prerogatives so attached."
Clearly, it was deliberately torn. I wonder why someone would do that.
The Tulpa, studies in Tibetan mentalism.
The Tulpa, studies in Tibetan mentalism. An impressive number of bookmarks. Someone was rather obsessed with this subject.
Otto Richter's personal notes. Mrs. Holmes is a patient of considerable interest and an ideal test subject to explore some of my theories. I will attempt to repeatedly immerse her in the traumatic situation that precipitated her mental illness. It is my belief that reliving that moment may give her mind a chance to embrace what happened, accept it, and effectively cure itself. I am confident in my hypothesis and merely need to prove it. In addition, it's fortuitous to be around the broader Holmes family. Perhaps I will be able to also examine the heredity of psychological traits, be they competencies or disorders. It is already apparent that all family members share an uncommonly high intelligence. It appears that the mother's condition has begun to affect the mind of the youngest boy, Sherlock. While I cannot conduct a proper medical examination due to the protectiveness of the elder son, it seems that the boy suffers ongoing hallucinations in the form of an imaginary friend, John. And a letter. Letter from Otto's brother. My dear brother, I heard you recently arrived on Cordona. Have you come to see me? I do miss our evening conversations, even if we never agreed in our opinions. Cordona is home to a stunning new art gallery, which I visit every Thursday. Meet me there. Oh, and do not seek Klaus. I left that name behind. Okay. Interesting.
The full plate armour of Sir Robert Swanford. I was told my father won it in a wager.
Armour is armour, but look at his sword. Oh, how badly I wanted to wield the blade. Maybe you take it instead of your pistol.
I'm starting to remember something.
Am I? A few more things to look at.
Mother said this was among the hunting trophies of a Scottish Viscount.
So he tried to persuade everyone that his forest was inhabited by these beasts. It would have been thrilling if it were actually true.
One of the most ridiculous fakes I ever saw. Its owner insisted it was a polar bear. He thought the white paint on the brown fur wasn't noticeable.
Watkinson and Holman, Chapter 1.
Watkinson and Holman, Chapter 1, by Wallace Dioram.
Oh, Mycroft. He always acts so serious, but then reads tripe like this.
John, if I remember correctly, you couldn't put this book down.
No.
Another fake Holy Grail. Its owner claimed to be the heir of King Arthur. Scarcely believable. He also insisted a deadly rabbit was hunting him.
That's a reference to Monty Python.
An archaeological find should be here. It's far better than beneath the old city walls.
1852 Bingley, West Yorkshire.
1852, Bingley, West Yorkshire. This photo caused a lot of fuss. My mother spent some time to prove it was a fake.
Of what is it actually a photo? It seems like a photo of a young girl to me.
An archaeological find should be here.
Why was it still
It's
yellow?
far better than beneath the old city walls.
Either way. Accident in the Cabinet of Curiosities. Oh. Old ladder, last shelf.
I used this ladder to look at the top shelf, right? On the day of Mother's breakdown upstairs.
Right you are, Sherry.
Okay. And then? Oh, there.
We heard a noise. I can't recall of exactly what, and we didn't have a great view from behind the statue. The books and papers from the table somehow ended up on the floor. Now it's coming to the surface. I feel it.
Okay. Not quite feeling it yet, but we'll see. Okay. Let's go with that. What was here? That seems believable. That seems less believable. That here, yep. And I mean, possible. Let's go with that.
Come on, Sherry. Let's go outside. Wait. Did you hear that? Come here, Sherry.
You call this progress? Charlatan, amateur. I'm not letting you anywhere near my mother again.
So there was a quarrel between them.
A curious conversation. It all happened shortly after the incident in Violet's room on April 9th. Sherry decided to play with artifacts in the Cabinet of Curiosities, and of course I went with him. As a result, we became unintentional witnesses to an argument between Mycroft and Otto Richter. Sherlock's brother was angry. He was sure that Dr. Richter had done something dubious to their mother, and that it had backfired. He called Otto a charlatan. Oops.
I heard a noise in the hall. Let's check it out.
We shall. More guests.
One of the most ridiculous fakes I ever saw. Its owner insisted it was a polar bear. He thought the white paint on the brown fur wasn't noticeable.
Oh god, I just need to walk through doors. I don't need to click to open them. Okay, I thought I heard...
Sherry, look! We've got a parcel here. Hurry up and let's see what's inside.
Can't mean that,
Hey,
can you?
this is the luggage we brought from London, isn't it?
Oh, it's this. Invitation from Fogel. Dear Mr. Holmes, I'm waiting for you at Kurt Mankio's mansion on Turquoise Lane across from Cordona Abbey in northern Grand Surrey. Come at once. If inconvenient, come anyway. Always your friend, Werner Vogel. P.S. I sent you the appropriate outfit for this place to avoid any unnecessary complications. I hope it fits.
An invitation that comes with a mask. We can't miss this, Sherry.
We can't. Of course we can't. Or we might have to do some other things first. Child of Cordona, for example. There's quite a few things that we might possibly want to look at. But either way, look at them we shall, but only in the next episode. For now, I hope you enjoyed watching. Thanks for doing so, and I'll see you guys again next time.